Hi, I'm Michael, your handyman, and back for another quick segment. Today we're in the residence and we're in the bathroom. We're replacing a shower diverter valve. And let me show you what that looks like. Okay, here is our shower diverter valve. As you can see, it is stripped out and we have to replace that. Only thing that it does is allows us to take a shower and run the water through the faucet spigot, or run it through the top shower, which would be up here up top. Okay. Now we're going to use a tool that's going to remove that valve stem. That way we don't have to address the entire housing. So with that being said, let me show you what that valve stem remover looks like. Now, as you can see, it is a shower valve socket set by Husky. And no, I'm not sponsored by Husky. Okay, as you can see, it's 5 of them that comes on a sleeve. The one that's off is the one that I will be removing the valve stem. I have my valve stem replacement. I have a screwdriver. I have some clear Plumber silicone, so that I can stop any potential leaks behind the plate. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this off. Now, to remove the valve stem, you will simply take the tool and put it over the valve stem body as such. And then this will be the wrench that you will use to give yourself leverage and torque to go ahead and unscrew that as such. Once you get it so far, you're gonna keep going until it's out. Okay, once it's out as such, okay, this is the old valve stem, and you can see it's very old. Even that washer looks to be in bad shape. And you can see the splines that generally are right here have been marred off, probably with vice grips or channel locks or whatever. Okay, and this is all the tool does as such. You put it on there and you can see those grooves, those pentagon grooves. Okay, put it on as such. It'll lock and allow you to take it off and twist it back on. Now, you do have 2 separate ends. You do have this one is a 31/32, and this end is a 29/32. Now, you can also, if you just had to remove this part, the stem itself, you can just elect to remove that part. But we're going to replace the entire valve stem. Okay, here is the new valve stem. And you can see those fresh splines. Okay, We will compare the parts as such, making sure that we do have the correct part, and we do. Okay, let's get this in. Now I wanted to give you a bird's eye view as to what I'm screwing in. You can see those threads. This is the shower body that's on the opposite side of the wall, but we're able to access it on the front end. So with that being said, let's set it up to get our new valve back in place. Okay, before we get our valve on, we're going to put a little bit of plumber's tape on there. And we're going to go in the direction of righty-tighty, because as you begin to turn the valve, you don't want the tape unraveling. So let's do that now. So little by little, you grab a little bit, get those threads as such, because this is going to ensure that we have no leaks in the wall. Okay. We don't have to go that many times, just enough to get those threads. Sometimes 6 times, sometimes 8. And sometimes, you know, depending on how tight everything is. Okay, that should be good. So now let's break that. Okay, and make sure that our tape is nice. It's nicely done. Okay, now let's get this installed. So now we're gonna come in and we're gonna go into the wall as such and begin to screw it in. And we're not gonna cross those threads. You don't want to cross those threads. Let's see. Okay, nice and even. Let me give you a bird's eye view of this. Okay, that's a better bird's eye view. So now we're going to continue to tighten this up. First, we're going to use our hand, and we're going to do this hand tight first. I'm going to get that in there. Okay. It's going in there nice, and you don't have to speed through this, nice and easy, because you want this to seat perfect. And then once you start feeling that resistance as such, you start feeling that resistance, now we're going to bring in our tool. Okay, bring in our tool. And that will allow us to get more torque. Now we're not gonna, as always, we're not gonna super torque this. As first, we're gonna just use our hand and get that tight. We wanna feel that and make sure it's seated in as such. Okay. It still turns a little more. Okay, now we're going to take the tool and insert it in the end hole as such, and that'll give us a little more ability to turn that as such. Okay, now a couple more good turns. Nice and tight. Okay, I'm gonna gonna just turn that valve stem to make sure it twists out as such. Okay. And it does. Okay. Now that is on. Okay, now we will take our sleeve as such, and we're going to put that on. And what's going to happen is you can see the threads here. It's going to screw on to onto our valve stem. Okay, we're going to do that now. Screw that on nice and slow. And again, we don't want to over torque this. We just want it on here nice and, just to hold it on there. Okay, now we're going to take our plate as such, and we're going to take our plate here. Let's see. Okay, now we're going to take our plate. We're going to take our kitchen and bath sealant, and we're going to put some of this around the entire plate, and we're going to put that onto the wall. We're going to create a water seal back there because we don't want water migrating back there and getting behind that wall. So let's do that now. So as you can see, we're squeezing our sealant around the plate as such. And once we get it to the end, now we're going to go ahead, put that onto the wall, and then that's going to stop us from getting a leak back there. Now let's insert this now. Okay, so now we slide this on as such. Okay, now we're going to push it on, and we want that access to come out because we're going to put more around there to ensure that we got a tight seal. Okay, now this particular housing, as you can see, there has a plastic piece that fits onto the splines. This is the cover plate. This will, as I put it on, will lock as such, allowing it to be screwed in from the back here. So let's do that. Okay, this is the piece that's going to go onto the spline. We're going to orientate it as such, push it on there nice and tight. It's going to make a tight fit as such. Now we're going to move to put in our other plate. The next plate will be this one, which will go over the plastic piece we just put on here. So let's do that now. Okay, move it around. Okay, have to orientate it just right. There it is. As you see, now it goes over. Now we're going to take our knob. We're going to put that onto the spline. That is the spline area. And this will be the screw-in area. And this is our stainless steel screw. We're going to screw that in now. Let's do that. Okay. Now we're going to push in our screw, and let's tighten that up as such Take your time, ensuring that you're not crossing your threads. And once you go, you can take off. Okay. And it'll start to tighten up once you get it at the end. Okay. Not too tight. Okay. So we got that diverter on. Let's tighten that up a little more. Okay. Okay, that's on there. Okay, we're putting our finishing touches on our caulking. We're just lightly rubbing the excess off, as you can see, for another clean install. Now what we're gonna do is we're missing a button. Let's get that button on. Okay, and here is our button. We're gonna simply push that in. It's a washer there around the edge, and it's gonna lock it in place. Let's do that now. Line it up as such. Put it up, push it in. Okay, now that's in. Now let's test to make sure that everything works accordingly. We're going to test the water, we're going to test the shower, and we're going to make sure that everything works accordingly. Let's get that done now. Okay, our water is on. Now we're going to turn our diverter valve on so that we can run the shower. Let's do that now. Our shower is working. No leaks. Let's turn that off. And with that being said, we have another completed job. Our homeowner will be able to take a shower in peace and not have to worry about the diverter valve. With that being said, think safe, be safe, and hit that like and subscribe. And let's get on to the next job. Talk to you later.